Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create this makeup look. We'll jump straight into the video for this one. So as you can see, I have already done my brows. So I'm going to go ahead and create a base for all my eyeshadows to go on. I'm using the Colourpop Sculpt Stix in the shade Illuminati. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over my eyes, and then using a Real Techniques buffing brush, I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. It's just going to give me a nice even base for all my eyeshadows to work with. For the eye makeup today, I'll be using Huda Beauty's Rose Gold palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Bay and apply that all over the lid area. And this is just a very nice bone color. It's going to set the Colourpop Sculpt Stick in place and make sure the rest of the eyeshadows don't apply patchy. I'm going to go ahead and apply that on both sides using a Real Techniques bold metal brush. Now for the crease area, I'm going to use the shade Sandalwood, which is a really nice light brown. I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my crease and buff it out with a blending brush. So the whole look is going to be super soft and smoky at the same time. So you want to make sure you're blending really well as you're going along. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that on both sides. Next, I'm going to go ahead and darken up the crease area. I'm using the shade Henna, and I'm going to go ahead and deepen up the crease a little bit more just to give my eyes a bit more depth and create a cat eye effect. So again, I'm using the same blending brush, and I'm taking the color in a little bit lower this time and not taking it all the way upwards. And we're just going to go ahead and blend that out as we're going along and smoke it at the same time. Next, I'm using a really dark warm brown shade from the same palette. I'm going to go ahead and apply that mainly on the outer corners, and again, I'm not taking it all the way up, and I've used a pencil brush to do this, and we're going back in with the blending brush and buffing it out at the same time, just so it's all blended in and transitioning really well. So now I'm going to go ahead and make sure everything is blended really well with my blending brush. It's just an easy way to have a blending brush handy and just smoke out and blend any eyeshadows that you need to as you're going along. Next, I'm going in with Black Truffle with a really tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to keep that mainly on my lid on the outer corner. And again, as you can see, I'm not taking it up all the way. I just want all three colors to transition really well with each other. So I'm going to go ahead and apply Black Truffle mainly on the outer corners of my eyes and keeping it as low as possible. So once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and make sure everything is nice and blended. I'm going to use the shade Angelic and apply that as my main shadow all over my lid. Now once I had applied this shadow, I decided I want the look to be a little bit more warm. Angelic is not as warm as I would like. It's very duochrome, so it's got a rather pink tone to it. So I decided to warm up the shades even more because the lip color I'm going to be wearing is very warm, and I wanted it to match that. So as you can see, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the black a little bit more, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the textured shadow, which is called Rose Gold, and you apply these ones with your finger. They give you the best payoff with your fingers. I'm just applying that onto my lid, and then I'm going to go in with a brush and smooth it all out. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my wing liner. I'm using the Inglot Gel liner number 77. Of course, this eyeliner is my holy grail eyeliner. This thing does not move, doesn't budge. If you got watery eyes, whatever's happening, this will stay in place all day long. And I'm using a angled eyeliner brush to do this. I'm just going to go ahead and create a nice sharp wing and thicken it up as I go along on both sides. So I'm done with the eyes for now, and we're going to move on to the face. I'm just going to go ahead and color correct all the dark areas where I have dark pigmentation using the LA Girl Orange Concealer, and I'm just going to blend that out. For foundation today, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. Absolutely love this foundation. It's super duper full coverage. I know it's looking rather orange on camera. I did get the foundation when it was summer and I was really tanned, so I think I need to get a shade lighter. But I can still pull it off if I highlight the areas correctly. So I'm using the Miracle Techniques Real Techniques Miracle Sponge to go ahead and apply that, and the sponge is damp. This foundation is absolutely amazing. It's super full coverage. You only need a teeny tiny bit to give you that dull plastic fantastic coverage. I absolutely love this foundation. I have never seen coverage like this on any other foundation ever. So as you can see, the foundation is looking okay. I can just about get away with this color, just a touch dark, but I've made it work anyways. So once the foundation is all blended in, I'm going to go in with my concealer. Concealer today, I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. As I've color corrected and the foundation is rather orange as well, I could go ahead and use a really bright concealer and it will not turn grey or ashy. So that's why I really love this foundation, and the concealer itself has really nice salmon tones in it, which is going to color correct as you're going along. So I'm just going to go ahead and color correct, conceal all the areas where I normally highlight, and just go ahead and blend that out with the same Real Techniques Miracle Sponge that I used to apply with my foundation. So once I've done that, I'm just using the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Powder to go ahead and set my concealer into place. I'm just going to go ahead and apply that onto my under eye areas. And once I've done that, I'm also going to go ahead and draw a little beard, which you will see me do in a second. It's just that I tend to smile so much that the foundation tends to crease up in my laugh lines. Whereas if I apply powder and set the foundation into place, it doesn't do that. So as you can see, I've literally just put the powder on and I'm going to go ahead and dust it off right away. You can completely skip this step if you want to, but I just find there is no creasing when I do this. Now I'm looking down so you can't see clearly what I'm doing, but I'm just joining out the inner corners of my eyeliner, and I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline using a nude pencil from L'Oreal. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and use sandalwood again and just brush that lightly underneath my waterline, and I'm going to go back in with black truffle and I'm just applying that lightly on my lower lash line as well. Now I decided I wanted a little bit more color, so I'm using Man Eater from Huda Beauty's palette and applying that lightly onto my lower lash line. For contour, I am not doing any liquid contour today, only powder contour. I'm using the Sleek Face Form in medium. I'm going to go ahead and start contouring with that using a Real Techniques brush. I am in love with this contour powder. It is so dark and deep and so effective. It just looks like you have cream contour on it, and it blends seamlessly into the skin. Absolutely love it. And I love the color as well, because sometimes I use contour powders and they're like grey and muddy, whereas this one is so nice and warm. I absolutely love it. So I'm just going to go ahead and warm up my face in all the usual contour places, and then I'm going to go ahead and switch to a tiny detailer brush and contour the sides of my nose as well. So for highlight today, I am going to be using Anastasia's brand new glow kit. I'm using the shade Sunrise to go ahead and highlight. I'm using a Zoeva fan brush to highlight with. I am in love with this palette. Any highlighting palette makes me Just so happy. But this one is just stunning. All the shades and the highlighters are warm and it's absolutely perfect for my skin tone. So I'm using a very small detailer brush for my Cupid's bow and for my nose highlight, and just highlighting the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. Using the shade Snow from the Anastasia Glow Kit, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the inner corners. And that's pretty much it for the highlighting. Moving on to the lips, I'm using Colourpop's Ultra Matte Lip called Love Bug. I think this is from their fall collection, which is one of their latest edition collections. I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my lips. I am in love with this lip color. It's super nice terracotta, kind of red. Absolutely love it. Perfect color for the fall season, and it completely changes the look altogether. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over my lips. And one final step that I want to do is add blush, which I thought the look was lacking a little bit. I'm using the Sugar and Spice palette by Makeup Revolution, using a very peach shade. I'm lightly applying a little bit of blush onto my cheeks. Just using the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray to set everything in place. And I'm applying the Maybelline Less Sensational Waterproof Mascara on top and lower lashes. And I'm going to go ahead and apply falsies. I have no idea what these falsies are, you guys. I've run out of lashes and I just found these old pair. So I'm sorry, I don't know the name of it. But that completes the look. I know the video is quite rushed. I just filmed it whilst the kids were asleep. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.